There's a ruling about removing the trial judge.
It was quickly denied by New York Justice Ellen Gessmer. As of now, jury selection is on schedule to start Monday for his trial on charges he falsified company records to hide payments to an adult film actress, Stormy Daniels, to conceal an affair.
Fox's Carl Scott, former president, denies any association with Daniels. Iowa's Republican Governor Kim Reynolds signs off on a new state immigration law.
Reynolds signed a bill into law that will allow state authorities to arrest and deport immigrants who were previously denied entry or deported from the U.S. The law may face legal challenges like the one in Texas, which is on hold as a Justice Department lawsuit plays out.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
Well, I can say one more time. So happy it's Thursday. Good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
Good morning, and I'm Lee Barrows.
And Kelly is on the way.
Yes.
And, so she has a sleep sickness, I think, right now. She doesn't like to get up in the morning.
We were just saying Kelly's on time, and then she texted us, "I'm on my way."
Yeah, well, she's pretty close. It's all right.
Yeah, we love picking on her.
It's all right.
Yes, it is.
Okay, lots going on in the country. Lots going on all around the world. Some of it's funny, some of it ain't so funny. Unfortunately, there's a lot of sad news out there as well. Disgusting news as well. I think I'll start out first with New Bern. Over there in Craven County, New Bern police say a man they described as being partially clothed, sitting in his vehicle near Jack's Island, no pun, has been arrested on drug charges.
Jesus.
Yesterday afternoon, officers were patrolling the area of Lawson Creek Park when the 42-year-old Christopher Hopkins, they saw him in his car. Suspicious activity is what police call things like that. So the cops checked him out and found cocaine and drug paraphernalia inside the vehicle. Hopkins is charged with felony possession of drugs and drug paraphernalia. He was taken to the Craven County Magistrate's office and placed under a $3,000 secured bond. No mention of just how naked that he was. So I'm sure everybody was waiting for that one. Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
We all have those mornings, Kelly.
Who is that picture of?
You don't know? You know who it is.
That's you.
Yes.
Oh my.
I won't tell you what I told him. I won't say it. It's a good picture, though.
He is a
good
good picture. He looks
looking.
like somebody I know.
Yeah.
Well, you do know him.
Well,
Somebody
other
else
than
you know.
being you.
That was
Yeah.
his undercover days.
Yeah. You
That's
see
all
how easy
fake.
it was for me not to, even people that knew me did not know me.
That's not a real beard.
No way the beard looks real. Really?
Wow. No.
Yeah, I had a makeup artist put that on from the movie studios. Every time I went out.
Huh. Impressive. Y'all need to see this picture. I need to get a way to get this
Take a
picture on the
picture. I'll
internet.
take a picture
Yeah.
of it and put it on.
Yeah, it's pretty
Wow.
funny.
No, it's not funny. It's
The
a good
hand on the
picture.
cheek is,
Yeah.
the finger on the
That-
cheek is perfect.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
Just to do
Yeah.
something stupid.
What was your profession? I'm
Yeah.
thinking some kind of like
It's a distraction when you look at the
geeky
picture.
job,
when you
like
do
a
something like that.
professor.
It's a distraction. It takes you away
Not
from a
that
whole lot of stuff in
professors
that
are
picture,
geeks.
doesn't it?
Well, it
Right.
just makes you look very full of yourself.
Oh, well, I was.
Yeah. But I like the picture.
No, I think it looks exactly like the way they used to take photographs back in the day.
It was
You
in the
had to-
70s,
You
wasn't it?
always
No,
had to
80s.
do that.
80s? Okay.
Yeah, and I did it. I set the camera up myself and shot it myself in the studio,
Oh,
photo
nice.
studio. So,
Y'all really need
yeah,
to see this
of
picture.
course, I got to process. I had to process the film and print the picture,
Nice.
and
Yes.
just to save it for use later on.
I'm gonna take a picture.
I spent
of it.
6 months
Yeah.
doing that.
We have to put this on Facebook. Everybody needs to see this picture.
Yeah. So I had lost it for a while, and I found it the other day.
Nice.
So-
You need to
had
frame that
showed
thing.
me another one. Didn't you have another one that you showed me once?
Of me?
Yes, in looking like that.
Nope.
Maybe that was the
That was
same
the
one
only
that-
one. That's it.
Okay, that's it.
But it was so funny. It was so much fun to have people that knew me walk up and start talking to me. And,
Right.
and because I didn't talk exactly like I always talked, I just kind of mumble and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
See,
And
they
had not a clue who I was.
like portraying a nerd or something, wasn't
I
he?
wouldn't call it a nerd.
He's kind of like, hey.
No, he
Well, when you're
definitely was very
When you're
self-assured,
wearing a gold Rolex with diamonds all around the
Yeah.
bezel
like very full of himself.
and wearing
Picture.
a coat, let's see, what it was a
Like male
camel. It was
model,
a
I
camel
mean.
hair coat.
Did
that
you
I
have a
had.
gold chain?
Did not have a
around
gold
There
your
was
chain.
no necklace. I don't see a necklace
No,
in the picture.
don't do the stuff around my neck because people
Yeah.
can grab it if you have to get into a
They'll
fight.
choke
I
you
don't-
out,
don't do
yeah.
that.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do you do that to me?
Just to create paranoia.
Yeah.
But then to do that, and it was just a lot of fun.
I'm impressed.
Especially when the takedown came, and then they
Mhm.
walked into the room after they were picked up, and there I was, and they were like, "Oh, they got you too." Oh, yeah, right.
Sitting there like this.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah.
Y'all are
fake present.
stupid. They call it dope for a reason, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
Dopes.
cool thing is, Seattle's convention after organizers claimed their American flag themed shirts made some attendees feel triggered and unsafe. All right, counselor,
Okay,
what is
here we
triggered
go.
and unsafe?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's just that's a way of saying we don't like the flag. And this is what I don't understand.
Over the weekend at the Emerald City Hoedown in Seattle, the Borderline dance team was set to perform, but we're told they weren't welcomed by organizer Rain Country Dance Association and LGBTQ plus
Same.
dance community.
Yes.
Why? Because they were wearing matching American flag themed shirts. Unfortunately, they posted on Facebook, what our team was met with upon arrival was that our flag tops were offensive to some of the convention goers. There was a small group that felt triggered and unsafe.
Unsafe how? This is
I
what
don't know. The dancers were told they would just be booed and yelled at, but then they were given an ultimatum. Remove those flag tops and perform in either street clothes, which most didn't bring as they traveled there in their uniforms, or they would supply us with Emerald City Hoedown shirts from years past. The women, the dancers took a vote amongst themselves and said, up yours, kiss off, and off they went
Yay.
to friendlier, normalized locations.
Well, that's what I have to say about that. Okay. And this is a comment for everybody out there. Every country has a flag. The flag is what? The
Uh-huh.
symbol of your country.
Yep.
The flag is what,
And there is no country called Rainbow.
well, I'm not even talking about that because, I mean, a lot of different groups claim that they don't like our flag.
That's fine. Russia.
But if you're so, quote, triggered, which I think is a word that is so overused now. It's just become a buzzword.
I know two
By
triggers. One of them was a
our
horse.
flag that represents our country, then go somewhere else.
Get out. Leave.
I mean, that's what I don't understand. Like, you cannot have it both ways.
You can go form your own community if you want to. Put up whatever flag you want. You're still going to be part of the United States because you cannot secede from the Union. It's against the law. Okay?
But-
So get over it.
What I'm saying is, this is just almost in the same instance of someone who wants to defund the police,
It's the same
but
thing.
then they call the police when their house is being robbed or they're being shot at. You can't have it both ways.
Mm.
And I want I'd like to ask that group, how is the flag triggering to you? In what way? And 10 to 1, I bet not one of them can answer it.
Talk to you.
What about they can't
I'll tell
answer
you
it?
what I do for the next show. Group wearing smocks.
Yeah.
And get almost towards
Strip it off.
Rip 'em
rip
off.
those smocks off and have a American flag onesie. All
There you
everybody
go.
wearing one. Then I'd be like,
Yeah, we
see
can
ya.
get up with Sheriff Ed Brown. He had one.
Yes,
He had a great outfit. I got
he
pictures of him in
did.
that
That
outfit.
shirt that he used to
Mhm.
wear, that was awesome.
He had one shirt and pants.
Yes,
Oh yeah, I've seen
he's
that
so
picture. I've seen a picture
patriotic.
like that, yeah.
So
Mm.
patriotic.
But I mean, this is.
Y'all are eat
Just-
up with dumb. I'm
But you-
sorry.
They are, but this, I mean, the word triggering has become so overused
It has.
by
I feel
people that don't
triggered.
understand what the true context of that means
I
to
feel
people.
triggered.
Yeah, 910-333-0139. Have you been triggered?
I'm triggered.
Look up that. We got to look up that definition. Trigger.
Well, I know what the context is supposed to be used for.
What?
Like, for example, in therapy, I'm going to use an analogy of someone that has been in combat, for example, loud noises.
Okay.
Okay, let's say they hear bombing on the base. Okay, well, that can trigger them
Okay.
to have an episode of
Sure.
where they're having flashbacks, they develop anxiety, extreme stress, et cetera, because it reminds them of the event that occurred when let's say they were in an incident
past
where an
trauma.
ID
Right.
So tell me,
explosion.
what about the American flag?
That's my
The
point.
stars and stripes.
Correct.
It's got how many stripes?
13.
How
Yeah.
many stars?
50.
So far.
Yeah.
It's got 50 stars,
Right.
13 stripes. How does that trigger
That's
you
my
into
point.
anything?
Exactly. What is?
If it
That's why I
does-
said, what is triggering about
if
that?
it does, do you go
Here-
to the post office? Do you ever go to City Hall? How about the
DMV.
county
Well,
courthouse?
yeah, but wait.
DMV.
DMV.
But look, Rayford, how many people, like, for example, a lot of times police departments have the flag on their car. Go search the internet. How many communities, none around here, but I'm saying mainly out in liberal land, west, have ordered their police officers, for example, to remove the flag off their cars.
And sometimes from their uniforms.
Yes.
We're here, right?
Prime example, New York. A couple of weeks ago,
Oh, the fire department
because
flying
the fire
the-
department had the firefighter flag that it's got
They had
the red line through
The
it.
blue flag, yeah.
And that city council one sent her lackey over there to try and tell her to remove. Look at that cop, and they ended up blowing up in the face of the city council
Yeah,
person.
well, it should be.
And they were finally told they didn't have to take it down. But look at what that caused. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is a word that woke and extreme liberals have started using. And that was never the intention of what that trigger it is.
Merriam-Webster.
Here's the English. Oh, you got the Webster. I've
Trigger
got the
definition.
Cambridge.
The meaning of triggered is released, initiated, or set off by a trigger.
Mhm.
All right.
But
I have
it's-
the Cambridge dictionary that says it's an informer adjective that describes a strong emotional reaction of fear, shock, anger, or worry,
Yeah,
often caused by a reminder of a past trauma.
that's what I'm saying.
So
It's-
how does a flag on a
it
dance
doesn't.
outfit?
This
If
is
it
what I'm
does,
saying.
you're going to be in a world of hurt every time you drive around this country.
But that's what I'm saying. Why this
Except
word
in New
has
York.
been adopted by a group of people, and they're using it for not what this word was intended.
I'm putting my flag light back on my truck,
There you go.
just so I can
I'm gonna put
trigger
a flag in
some
my
people.
yard.
We got a caller. Good morning. Who's this?
It's Mike.
Hey, Mike. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Mike.
Perspective is everything. You said that gathering was out in Washington
Yeah, Seattle.
State.
Yeah, and I'll say something. Yes.
Does it say anywhere in the story about if the people that were offended might have been Native American? Because there's a very heavy Native American
Nope.
population.
Had nothing to do with that.
No, it was the LGBTQ community.
Plus, don't forget the plus.
Bless.
Yeah,
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 they don't get an excuse. I was going to say if
yeah. That,
anybody could be offended by the flag, it would be a Native American.
agreed with that, but no, it wasn't that
Obviously.
group. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some Japanese, and I got a story about that. I'm sure there's some Japanese citizens from World War II that would be offended by the flag right after the war.
I don't understand how people don't get offended by the rising sun flag.
There you
that
go.
was the
We used to.
Nazi
Mhm.
movement, and it's like you see it on all the import cars around Jacksonville,
Yep.
Marines driving them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perspective is everything.
Yeah,
It is.
I agree with you, but no, this was not. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is a very word that has been adopted by groups, the woke group especially, that is not what this word was intended to do. This word is intended to be used in a trauma situation, bottom line.
When the USS North Carolina battleship, after the end of the war, as the war was coming to a close, it sailed into Tokyo Harbor. And on one day, there was a young boy there. He was in, I think he was preteen, but he was there. And he was watching all of this imposing battleships and warships from the United States in their harbor. Scared him to death. Years later, in the 70s or early 80s, he worked for Japan Nuclear, or whatever they call it, Japan Electric, JEL, or something like that. And they got their nuclear fuel rods from General Electric in Wilmington, right outside Wilmington. And he, as they did routinely, members of that group would come over and tour the factory. Okay? He was put up, arrived late at night. He was put up at the Hilton on the waterfront in downtown Wilmington, under cover of darkness. The next morning, he awoke, pulled his drapes open, and there is the battleship North Carolina, as he remembered it, with his guns aimed at that hotel. They had to move him to Riceville Beach.
Oh my gosh.
He had issues,
Mhm.
trauma.
But that's triggering.
That is true
That's
triggering.
what that is. Not you can't wear your flag T-shirt because some members of a group don't. Or what are you terrified of the flag? That's what I'm asking.
Those stripes
All
might
I
go
can
off
say
one
is
day.
the community is just awesomely intelligent. Is all I can tell you. I don't know.
That's
I mean,
one
I
way to
just
put
don't
it.
understand this. This makes no sense. And the problem is,
No.
this
They
is
don't
going to
make
continue
several
because it's
lifestyles
allowed.
make sense in period, so.
Told you I'd get y'all going this morning.
Well, the story says they were
That's good.
accused of being political by wearing the American flag. So they said, we're not
No.
political, we're patriots.
Yeah.
But
We
it's a
love our
symbol of your
military.
country.
My God.
We love our country.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Bye,
I
Mike.
mean, it is our nation's symbol.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I don't
is.
understand. That's not political.
Nope.
Once again, these people are taking words and are twisting them to suit their own needs.
Got that right.
The word political gets thrown out a lot. Look at that kid in,
Yes.
where was that, Oklahoma? Where's that, Illinois? The kid that was flying his flag on his
On his
truck, and they told you can't bring that to school. So what'd he do? Get his whole truck wrapped up.
I
I mean,
get it wrapped.
I love that kid. I'd like to meet
I,
him.
I hope the rap company gave it
But
to him
once
for
again,
free.
that's another example of how is the flag triggering? I don't understand.
Well, there was another group that refused to perform too because they
Yeah.
stood in solidarity
right.
with that. And I think that's good.
Absolutely.
And
They
I would
said,
call that
goodbye.
association out. I'd make them famous. You know what I'm saying?
Famous, yes.
Yeah, very negatively.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Got it.
this is not. But our nation's supposed to be founded on, the
United.
rights to do this, and
Unity.
but you're united under your flag.
You do.
Well, if I go visit another nation, they're flying their flag. I'm not going to be offended. It's
So
their
are we going to
flag.
do away with the national anthem now that
Oh,
this
don't
group?
even
Don't start. They're
that.
trying to do that,
I know
Rayford. Do
that.
not put that out there in somebody's
I know
head. They're
it.
already trying to do
They're
that.
already working on it. And they want to change the name of the Francis Scott Key Bridge to
Yes.
something else because they now claim he's a racist. No,
Yes,
no, he's not a
That
racist.
came out yesterday. Now they're
No, he's
calling-
But
not.
we've already changed the names of army bases or military base, not just army, for example.
Military bases.
Military bases.
Wait till they find out that John A. Lejeune
Don't you start.
had a background.
Everybody has a
Never know.
background.
You never
Arthur
know.
Lejeune was a
There's
French
no R in that
Canadian.
name.
That is the proper way to
No, it's
say
not.
it is.
John A. Lejeune, according to his great grandson, because I talked to him on the radio.
I
in
had
the
dinner
70s.
with them. I knew them.
There's no
I
R.
met them.
There's
And
no-
I'll never say it
there's
with an
no-
It
R.
It's
doesn't
Lejeune.
matter. Colonel doesn't have an R, but the way the family pronounces the name is Lejeune.
The way the family today pronounces it.
No, this is going back. I
Lejeune.
can give you a history on it.
Lejeune.
Not today, though.
Lejeune is French.
I'm always called Lejeune as blind.
I mean, even the commanders started calling it Lejeune after a while.
The CG
because
a
there
few
was-
years ago when I was at the Marine Corps ball,
Mhm.
one of his junior officers introduced him to as the commanding general of Camp Lejeune. He
Right.
said, "It is Camp Lejeune."
I will
Marine,
fight you to the
just
day
like that.
on that one.
I like it.
Thunderstorms are dangerous storms
wrong.
with lightning. We know that a lightning strike
Yeah.
can kill you. Thunderstorms often bring powerful winds that can knock down trees, power lines, and mobile homes. Intense rainfall that causes flash floods, tornadoes, lightning strikes that can spark fires as well as damaging hail. You need to get inside a sturdy building before a thunderstorm hits. A sturdy building is a structure with walls and a foundation. Once you have identified a sturdy building, plan to shelter in the basement or a small interior windowless room on the lowest level to provide additional protection from high winds. Plan to stay inside until weather forecasts indicate it is safe to leave. Mobile, manufactured, trailer homes and recreational vehicles are not safe in high winds. they pick up a lot of wind and they can blow over. If you live in one of these structures, you need to identify a sturdy building nearby that you can get to quickly. Lightning can strike well ahead of the rain that will come during a thunderstorm. Once warned, take action and seek safe shelter. This severe weather tip is brought to you by John Stars Electric, your Jacksonville Generac generator dealer, with a team of certified technicians that can handle all of your emergency standby generator needs. The advantages of having power when the lights go out isn't often realized until all power is lost. No hot water, no heat, no air conditioning, no entertainment, no nothing that requires electrical power. While local electrical power companies react quickly to power outages, depending upon the area that is down, it could take several hours before electric service is up and running. After severe storms, that could turn into several days if the outage is widespread. Power up your life with a Generac generator from John Stars Electric. Call 910-989-1908. Do it today. Now is the ideal time of year to take advantage of the professionals. It's all turnkey and worry-free, and they always service what they sell. Again, the number to get you started, 910-989-1908. Remember, the Atlantic hurricane season is only 6 weeks away. Lenore County deputies arrested a Rocky Mount man and a Kinston woman for trafficking fentanyl. Last weekend, a deputy stopped 29-year-old Tykeem Randolph of Rocky Mount, 23-year-old Jasmine Mills of Kinston driving. During the stop, deputies say they found narcotics in the vehicle that tested positive for fentanyl. 18 pills were seized. Randolph and Mills are charged with trafficking Schedule 1 controlled substance for possession, trafficking 1 controlled substance for transportation and possession of Schedule 6 controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Mills also was charged with driving while impaired and turned over to the North Carolina Highway Patrol. Randolph was issued a citation for aiding and abetting Mills driving while impaired. Randolph and Mills were issued secured bonds and are resting comfortably in the Lenore County Jail on the drug charges. Mills was also given a secured bond from the Highway Patrol for the DWI charge. The Marine Forecast brought to you as a service of Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. Speaking of fentanyl and other stuff, are you looking for quality mental health counseling? Parents, this one's for you. Area law enforcement agencies are teaming up to work on what many perceive as a growing and serious problem. It's called vaping. No, it's much more involved than just huffing on steam, as your children may have you believe. It's a fad, yes, but there's a lot more than steam involved. If you want the real information, the facts on the latest substance misuse trends among our young people, among your kids, you're going to need to turn to the experts at Community Prevention Services. For all of your mental health and substance abuse prevention needs, contact Community Prevention Services, 918 Henderson Drive in Jacksonville. Call them now, 910-353-0972. Remember, Community Prevention Services accepts most insurance plans. Got a gale warning in effect beginning this evening, running all the way through late tonight. Offshore today, southerly winds 20 to 25 knots, increasing to 25 to 30 this afternoon. Seas 5 to 7 feet, building to 8 to 11. Near shore, seas 4 to 6, building to 6 to 8. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers rough, becoming very rough later this afternoon. Don't get stupid, boaters. Southwesterly winds tomorrow, 20 to 25 knots, gust to 30, seas 8 to 11 feet. They'll come down to 7 to 9 in the afternoon. Oh, whoopee. Near shore, seas 6 to 9, subsiding to 6 to 7 in the afternoon. Dominant period 9 seconds in the morning. Sounds and rivers continue rough. Westerly winds on Saturday, 15 to 20, gusts up to 30, seas 4 to 6 feet. Sounds and rivers are choppy. Now I need a break.
Today, showers and thunderstorms, high of 72, breezy with winds 13 to 22 miles an hour. But now we've jumped up to 32 mile an hour gusts. So you might want to take your bird feeders and your wind chimes down. Tonight, a little more of the same with a low of 59 and gusts as high as 38 miles an hour tonight with up between 15 to 24 mile an hour winds tonight. Tomorrow, cloudy, high of 73 and still gusty. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, but then sometime during the night, it will become clear with a low of 49. But on Saturday, sunny, high of 72 and still gusty. But on starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're hitting 84 for the first time this season. Yay. Woohoo.
Nice.
I'm excited. Too bad I have to work.
People be
I know.
Yeah, you have to turn the air conditioner on at work, won't you?
We already have it on at work. Don't
do
get
they?
me started.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
gotta cool
freezing
you
me out
down.
in there.
All right, let's take a break. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Liberty Mutual presents How to Get Ahead at Work.
It's simple. Just ask for a meeting with your supervisor. While you're discussing the latest sales reports, just slip into the conversation that you customized your home insurance with Liberty Mutual and saved hundreds. Whoa! The business savvy you showed saving hundreds of dollars on home insurance will have you running seminars on saving money in no time.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Based on recent survey of new customers who switched and saved. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contract. So add those human pawns, loved ones, and save money. Thanks, kids. They're finally worth it. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Get 4 lines on Silver Unlimited for $25 per line per month, plus taxes and fees. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
Owensboro and Holly Ridge.
Looking for...
We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, dishwashers. Il Chino Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. Strive for better. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Chino Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME.
Okay, we're back here. And, I just heard that spot there, El Senia Restaurant and the Burrow Restaurant down there at Swansboro area.
Here we go again.
Oh, yeah, here we go again. I'm thinking about, I don't know whether I'm in the mood, one of those ribeyes from over the Burrow or some of those eggplant meatballs. Now, y'all say their eggplant is not a meat. It's not, but they make meatballs out of eggplant, and it's got a sauce on it. It tastes better than any meatballs that I've ever had in my life. And I've had a lot of really good meatballs. We need to go.
We could stop by the Burrow, get a steak, then run over to El Signa and get that meatball parmesan.
Either that, or
eggplant,
we can run over there and order. It's an appetizer. We can order it as an appetizer and have it delivered.
Yeah, well, we can have it Ubered right
Wouldn't
over.
that be cool? Oh, this is going to be good. Hello, Timmy. What's up?
Yay to the hall this morning is Friday Eve, y'all.
There you go. I'm glad to hear from you. What's up? What's going on in your world?
Oh, man. Oh, not a whole lot. Just watching the raindrops and these idiots down here in Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm glad I have a dash cam.
It doesn't take raindrops to make them that way.
No, I just had one made a left-hand turn in front of me right here on College Road. There's 8 lanes, and I just didn't miss it. And it's a good thing I got my dash cam. And, I've got a 28,000-pound machine, which is not heavy.
Yes, it is.
Is that the helicopter?
I weigh about 78,000 pounds altogether.
Wow.
Maybe.
What is wrong with people?
They're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, is that the helicopter? Are you doing that today?
Do what?
The helicopter?
No, that'll be next month.
Next month,
If we
okay.
do it, it'll be next month.
I want
I'm geared up
pictures.
for it. We're talking about going to Philadelphia, PA with a helicopter.
Well, listen, I know a guy that can actually fly that helicopter instead of driving it all the way there.
It doesn't have blades.
We got to pull it up there. The engine is actually in Canada.
Well, then it won't fly.
Fly the engine down, and somebody's going to put it all together and seal it. And I thought, because the guy called me, so you're right. I said, if the company let me, I'll be glad to go. I said, they're going to charge you. But yeah, I can be the field in 10 hours from Wilmington. I'll drive it if it's not over height or not oversized. I can do it at night.
No, that's when you want to do it.
Yeah, that's when I want to do it. I
Yeah.
mean, really, and I'm used to driving at night. But
That's-
no, I'm headed to New London, North Carolina this morning.
Oh, I've never even heard of that. Where's that at?
New London is up above Rockingham, and it's
That's near
close
neck of the
to
woods.
No, he's talking about the city.
Oh,
Bisco.
okay.
If you know anything about Bisco,
I've heard of
which
Bisco.
is west of that's west of Sanford.
I know there are
But yeah, I'm
Sanforders.
headed up there with a piece of railroad equipment, and that takes well, it works on the railroad. That's the best thing, easiest way I can tell you.
Why don't they put it on the train and take it?
Now that's a good question. I don't know why. But this guy bought this machine, and we are the only ones around that have trailers equipped to haul railroad equipment.
Oh, okay.
So I get the job. Yeah, you got to have a special trailer to haul it. I mean, we have two, and it's like a regular trailer, but one of them has grooves in it where the wheels sit down in it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And the other one has actual small looking little tracks on it. And we lay on the track, or put the trailer on the track and pull it up on the trailer, and then we haul it. But yeah, it's fun. I love hauling rail. I don't know why people complain about it. It is fun to haul. It ain't going nowhere. I got 6 chains on it. It ain't going nowhere.
That's good.
But I really enjoy it. It lays there, it moves around. You don't have to worry. It's not like hauling. I've hauled cattle before, and that's not fun.
Cattle.
But yeah.
Well, they
Yeah,
move.
I've
They
hauled
move
cattle
around a
before.
lot.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
And that's what gets you.
Uh-huh.
I never haul swinging beef. They don't haul swinging beef anymore. I mean, I know,
What?
Richard, you've heard that term.
I've never heard
Swinging
of
beef.
Anymore.
What the heck
Yeah,
is that?
swinging beef was when you used to slaughter it, and they'd butcher it, and they'd have the halves, 2 halves of a cow or
Right.
hog, and they'd hang it up on a rail, and they slide it in the trailer. Well, you going down the road, you turn left or right, it's
Yeah.
swinging.
Well, they need to put an anchor on the bottom half, or either that or tie it down. Tie me kangaroo down, boy.
Yeah, but that beef cost too much weight. But yeah, they've shut down the bridge again over here, this Memorial Bridge. So everybody's so confused over here, or down here in Wilmington. So it's fun.
Wilmington.
They supposed to have it open back up by Memorial Day weekend. We'll see.
Oh, great. That's only 6 weeks away.
Yeah, it's only 6 weeks away. I mean, they shut it down January the 28th and opened it up last week just in time for the Isaiah Festival.
Of course.
And then they shut it back down the 8th. And they swear up now they're going to have it done.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody who went to the festival this year. I used to go to every one of them, of course, when I was there. And actually,
Yeah,
when I was living here, I used to go, but before. But I haven't heard anything about it. Didn't read anything about it. That was really amazing. I haven't seen anything in local news.
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot around town about it. I mean, the only thing I got, they put signs up and down the highway. Anyone parked on the side of the road will be towed.
Oh, goody. Welcome to Wilmington.
Welcome.
Yeah. Do what now?
So, yeah, welcome to Wilmington.
Yeah.
Now go home.
I didn't see that one. Yeah, I didn't see that one, but there's plenty of traffic around here, and we just love it. That's why I'm getting the heck out of Dodge.
I understand.
I can't stand it. But y'all be good. I wanted to holler. I have been busy, and
I know you have.
not been able to listen to you all week. Wanted to, but it's just been a
Well,
messed up world. But
You missed the best shows ever this week. We had the absolute bestest ever. And too bad they're not available on Facebook anymore, so you can't even go back and look at them.
I know. I would try to look at it at night, and I'd get pieces of it.
Then you go to sleep.
And I'd come home like, I'd pass out.
They wouldn't-
That
would-
brand new double recliner that St. Diane bought, it's got
It's a
automatic
killer.
sleeping pill in it.
Yeah. I was kidding. Facebook has got all of our stuff on it. Go back and take a
So
look
does
at it.
YouTube.
And YouTube.
Well, oh, yeah. Well, I do the Facebook part. And this morning I'm on Simple Radio.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
What did you
But
think
y'all
about
be
what
good.
do you think about that dance troupe out there in Seattle, Washington? Their uniform consisted of stars and stripes on their tops, t-shirts or whatever they were.
Yeah.
And that's what they've always worn because they're patriotic. But they went to perform at this event, And I guess it was put on by a group, which was a sponsor of the LGBTQ plus Z whatever. And then they said, "Oh, you can't wear those shirts here. You got to change them."
Yeah.
Huh? We don't got nothing to change into.
Yeah, just go naked. Yeah, I'd have took my shirt off and walked around naked. I'd have made the women do the same thing. I'd have done that or busted wide open.
There are only women in the dance troupe.
Well, hey, man, that's fine with me. Up my camera lens. Yeah, but no, these people in this country, some of them, they are getting very, very, very stupid, more stupid than usual, and it's getting worse, and it's getting worse, and it's getting worse.
And it's contagious.
And I remember the old folks back when I was a little boy, boy, this world's going to hell in a handbasket.
Well, we're on the way.
I'm saying it now. Yeah, we are. We really are. And it just blows my mind. People walk across somebody's property, don't ask about it, and don't care.
Yeah, well,
don't care.
Got to put up those no trespassing signs or put up a fence. Either one of them is the same thing as sitting there with your shotgun and saying, "Don't come across this property line."
Oh yeah. I got neighbors that walk up and down my property, and great neighbors, and I had somebody told them they couldn't do it, and they came to me. I said, well, let me show you where the property line is. And you can walk from here to here all you want. The only thing I don't add, don't throw any trash out, and don't get into the pen.
Yeah, don't mess with the jackasses.
I don't care. Yeah, don't get in the pen. But I just people, just a bunch of Karens is what they're called. But I don't know. They're just dumb. But y'all be good, be sweet. I just want to holler at you.
As best we can, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
No promises.
Behave. Yeah, try to behave. Right?
Say it again. No promises. I'll do the best I can.
You know what we're dealing with here, Tim. So
yeah,
I know.
Ain't
Well-
even one of it.
Well,
I know.
Lee's gonna post a picture of me later today.
You've got to see this
from
picture.
yesteryear,
Matter
and
of
then-
fact, I'll take a picture and text it to
and
you.
then you
Tim.
might understand me a little bit
Yeah,
better.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Do that.
You're live and
All
local.
right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. You're live and local.
Thank
Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1.
Chico's Tires, 2320 Wilmington Highway is Jacksonville's oldest tire company, and now Jacksonville's newest tire company is Little Chico's, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard. Little Chico's carries all the major brands and all sizes, such as Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, and many others, and all new tires have warranty. In addition to a great selection of new tires, Little Chico's has used tires starting at only $30. In addition to new and used tires, Little Chico's does brake service, minor auto and truck repair, expert custom window tinting, and towing. So if you need tires, new or used, brake service, minor auto or truck repair, expert window tinting, or if you need a tow, visit Jacksonville's newest tire store, Little Chico's, 1675 North Marine Boulevard. By phone 910-333-0473 for Little Chico's Tire Service, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard, right here in Jacksonville.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional is always ready, standing by to protect your home's comfort and defend you from uncomfortable temperatures and the higher energy bills associated with them. Ready to do whatever it takes for your home, your family, and you to be comfortable without breaking the bank. Because when the temperature falls, that's when your local Bryant professional turns up the heat efficiently.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this winter. Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, serving our community for over 25 years. Also, Down East can help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today at 346-4311.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting Maintenance, power washing and roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting Maintenance and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Hey, race fans, New River All-America Speedway, 4744 Richlands Highway, Jacksonville's action attraction, presents the National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram 250 with the Z-Max Cars Tour this Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m. featuring NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. and the biggest names in short track racing. Get ready for some fun and excitement as the racing season gets underway. Reserve your spot now. General admission tickets $25. Seniors, military, kids 6 to 12, $12 cash at the gate. Kids 5 and under free. Advanced tickets available online at newriverspeedway.com. It's the National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram 250 this Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m. featuring NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. And the only place you're going to see it is at New River All-America Speedway, 4744 Richlands Highway, Jacksonville.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back at 910-333-0139 is our number. You want to chat, give us a call. Haven't done too much politically so far today, right?
Hold on, I've got something that I didn't know was happening. Did you know Carteret County Board of Education is being sued?
I saw something, a little blip about that.
Why? I mean,
Oh, yes, it's going to be fun.
They adopted, I don't see how they're going to win this. So they adopted a school calendar for the upcoming school year that's illegal. It goes against state law. So last Friday, an 18-page lawsuit was filed.
By the state?
By
Nope.
8 people. I'm assuming parents.
Some other counties that did the same.
And who filed this? I think it was businesses and I don't know who else involved, but anyway, so
They don't like the time
because
they have to go back to school,
state
right?
law, North Carolina state law says the earliest a school can open for the first day is August 26th,
Right.
and that's in state law. Now there are examples where you can go to the state and get a waiver, which they did not do. Okay, so the school board voted to have school start August 13th.
Whoops.
They
That's 2
wanted
weeks
it
early.
to
You can't do
start the same day as Carteret Community College.
Well, you can understand sort of some of that because a
Yeah.
lot of students, a lot of the high school students are going to Carteret Community
Some
College.
of them are doing the dual enrollment.
But
Yes.
they should have gone to the state to clarify, to request
get
it.
the waiver. Yes.
Now, why are
and
the businesses upset?
It gets better. The school leaders confirmed they knew it was illegal.
Well, I'm sure
They
they did.
just kind of did what they wanted to do anyway.
It's
The board
Carteret County.
members requested an alternative calendar. And the school leaders confirmed the board did not get a special waiver. So,
Well, I'm going to bet that they did. They may have. They confirmed that they did not get a waiver. So
Yeah.
they confirmed that they apparently either slept through the part of that law or did not pay any attention to it or whatever, or it slipped their minds or something, and they just thought it would be a good idea to do what they did.
no.
I'm going to give them the benefit
Well,
of the
they
doubt
said they knew it was a law.
in advance.
Yes.
They said they knew before
They
they
knew
adopted what
before
they did.
that it
But
was
why
a
didn't they
law.
go for an exemption? I mean, it's simple to do,
I agree.
and they had good reason to do it.
Yeah. Other people have gotten exemptions. I guess they just thought we just don't want to bother with that hassle.
Well, that's just wrong.
Well, last
Yeah.
year Union County did the same thing back in January.
Did they get in
23 and
trouble?
got sued.
They got sued.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know,
But I've known places that have actually got the exemption. I know it's a paperwork thing,
Mhm.
but I mean, but this is to me just an example of we're just going to do what we want to do.
what was the reason for?
I mean, I get it.
Normally, it was Memorial Day through Labor Day was your summertime, right?
Right. They were trying to keep it because they're saying the reason they wanted to start with the kids that are dually enrolled, which I mean, I
starting early
understand.
is okay.
You
I
start
understand
early,
that.
you end early.
But it used to be the start the day after Labor Day. And here's one of the reasons why, because North Carolina was a rural state.
Correct.
And they grew
Yeah.
tobacco.
Yeah.
And their families
Right.
worked the fields.
Yeah.
They needed the kids all the
I
way
agree.
through tobacco season.
And then they stopped that.
And then, of course, they finally got under control because we're not really a tobacco state anymore.
Right.
We're not the big farming mecca that we once were. But that was the original reason for it. That was the intent. And then they started moving a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and, I mean, good God, we had school got out before Memorial Day at one time. Now they get out sometime in June, but it's
right around June 10th.
Here's the reason
roughly.
for all of that. And then going back early, even August 26th is early
Yeah,
because that's not a full 3 months.
I agree.
Right.
Maybe it is.
They said the last Monday closest to August 26th and no later than June 11th is the state law.
Now, here's the way the reason is because they got all these teacher work days.
Mhm.
They got all these other holidays. They got days off here, days off
Yeah,
there.
they had early release
More-
yesterday.
Early releases you can get out as long as you go to school through noon or whatever time it is, then you count as a whole day.
Yeah.
But they're required to go to school. I don't know how many days it is now, but it used to be 180.
I think it's still 180, but I'm not positive. I think
But
so.
in case of severe weather, they've made some modifications
Yeah.
that, particularly hurricanes and stuff like that. Oh my God. I'm on Facebook.
Like a dog
I
fight
gave,
out there.
I gave everyone a hint who it might be.
Yeah, well, it's really not me, y'all. It's my twin
Let's see
brother
if Tim
Daryl.
responded to my text.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, the lawyer should have known better. The lawyer is the one who knows the rules. The superintendent knows the
The
rules.
all of them said they knew the rules.
Well, then why'd they do it?
This, like I said, I think they just wanted to do.
It's better. It's not better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission in this case. Okay. Some cases I agree with that. Not in this case.
Well, they said
When you
so
know
far-
it's again the rules.
Right.
You got to abide by the rules, or you're going to get into trouble.
Yeah.
So Carteret County, you're going to have to make some amends.
Well, they had said so far the DPI, Department of Public Instruction, had no plans to hold districts accountable for violating the state law. So
Well, that's okay, but there are
Still-
businesses.
it's still a criminal misdemeanor,
well,
and
there
you
you
can
go.
be removed from
But
office.
not only that, I mean, if you're not going to follow rules, I mean, that becomes a lawless society eventually.
It
If
does.
everyone says the rules don't apply to me and everybody just does what they want, then you have no law and order. I, mean,
I
let's
would
be
think-
real.
Officer, that 55 mile per hour speed thing up there, that's just a suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm not taking your suggestion.
Well, that's
I'm
the
gonna run
minimum.
faster.
That's the minimum you need to be going. I hear you though.
So,
I agree.
Anyway, you can't do that kind of stuff, folks.
Scared me.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I know.
I've got a video on the break I want to watch. So apparently, where is this at? Indiana, Clark County, Indiana. A former sheriff is awaiting trial. I got to figure out what this guy did for 25 felony charges. Now he's
my.
pled not guilty, but as part of this ongoing case, he was ordered to surrender all his weapons except he could keep one shotgun.
Why?
I don't know. I guess the judge says you can keep one shotgun. I guess to home protection. I'm
Well,
assuming.
why should he have to surrender any weapons? Is he?
He was a sheriff on trial for 25 felonies.
So what? On trial doesn't mean you're guilty of anything.
I don't know. I got to figure out what he's on trial for.
The
What
only
was-
thing would be
yeah.
domestic abuse.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, for whatever reason, a search was conducted of his home, and he didn't have just the one shotgun.
So?
He had other weapons. So now the judge apparently ordered him in yesterday.
Held him in contempt. He had already issued that order.
and ordered him to serve 60 days in jail, and broke his gavel, ordering the 60 days in jail. I'm going to watch this when
He's
we're on
mad
a break
because the
to
guy
figure
didn't
out.
abide by it, but I want to know why.
I want to know what the guy's what he did.
That's right. You're live and local,
Yeah,
Real
I'm gonna
Talk,
look.
Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
WSME. Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of these specials and many more at your locally owned and operated Richlands Piggly Wiggly, where good things cost less. Down home, down the street, Highway 24, Richlands. Prairie fresh, bone-in quarter-sliced pork loin, $1.59 a pound. Family pack center-cut bone-in thick pork chops, just $2.59 a pound. Half-cut boneless ribeye loin, $9.99 a pound. Whole sirloin tips, $3.99 a pound. Springer Mountain Farm split fryer breast, just $2.99 a pound. Boneless ribeye steak, $10.99 a pound. Delicious North Carolina grown red ripe strawberries, 1 pound package, $2.99. And sweet extra large cantaloupes, $2.99 each. Enjoy down home country cooking in the deli 7 days a week in the store. Dine in or take out featuring hot, fresh chicken that will make you smile. Country breakfast starts at 5:30 a.m. daily at your Richlands Piggly Wiggly Deli, and it's home to the famous Myrtle Bowl. You can also take advantage of the fast, friendly pharmacy located inside Richlands Piggly Wiggly. Richlands Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street, where good things cost less. Highway 24, Richlands. Remember, say big with the pig. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local Carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967, now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the Carrier experts. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back, and we have a caller. Hey, Dougie, what's up down in Wilmington?
I've got some breaking news that I don't know that you're going to like, Rayford.
Okay, good.
Today, within the last hour or so, the Biden administration has put out plans that they have officially changed the policy, and they've ended the gun show loophole.
They could try that.
Well, it's done. It's not that they can try; it's done. This is the.
So tell me what
ATF
tell me what the loophole is, would you?
I will tell you what the loophole was. It was language in the, I guess, ATF language in the law that said that if you are in, this is the phrase in quotes, if you're in the business dealing firearms, quote, in the business, you have to register as a federal dealer.
Yes, you do.
And therefore you have to do background checks and stuff like that. The problem is, what's in the business? Is a guy who sets up a table on a Saturday at a gun show in the business,
Yes.
his normal job,
Yes.
doing something.
If he's selling guns, yes. In North Carolina, you won't get away with it. I don't know about other
Yes.
states.
And that's what they're doing now officially across the state, that across the country, rather, that anyone who is selling in one of these conventions or shows is in fact in business and must therefore get a background check from whoever they are.
I don't have a problem with that because that is part of the law. That's part of the federal law. And it's been the federal law for, I don't know, decades.
Yes. It would not prohibit, if you wanted to sell me, your friend Doug, something from your private collection, it would not prohibit that, but it would prohibit you from going, setting up a table and saying, well, I'm just selling my private collection. To
Correct. Can't do that.
No, well, in some states you could prior to this.
Not really. It was illegal in all states because
Well, I'm
it's
reading
against
it right here.
it's
I got
against
it from
the
ABC News.
it's against the federal law. It has been against federal law.
He could claim it was so. What they've done today was the writing of the previous law or policy of being in business gave people a lot of wiggle room to claim that they weren't in business. Now, if you are in fact setting up shop there, temporary shop, you are in fact, the federal government now across the board
Well,
deems you to be.
You'll need to go back to the ATF, to federal laws, and you'll find out that that's been illegal for a long, long time.
Well, Google it today. It is making news. We have this president who is doing a remarkable job, is going to make sure that guns don't fall into the hands of domestic abusers and people who have fires on their records. And I think America's going to approve them.
Yeah, well, here's the situation again, Doug, being from that community. And we know we run them all the time. We'll run those record background checks on people all the time who use guns. They didn't buy their guns at a gun show. They didn't buy their guns from a gun store. They either stole them or bought them from somebody who stole them. That's a fact, Jack. I mean, you can't dispute that. You can try, but you can't dispute it. It goes nowhere. Most of the guns that are used in the commission of felonies in this country are stolen from somebody or another, or purchased illegally from somebody that has stolen them or had gotten them through some ill-gotten means. Done.
Do you have statistics on that?
That's a fact. I can pull the stats on it. Yes, the FBI has those stats on them.
I have not seen. I mean, I do know, like a car wreck, that a lot of times that a crime will happen and then the gun is suddenly reported stolen after a crime. I've seen that happen a lot.
A gun is reported stolen after a crime?
Yeah. Yeah. You see this happen with cars, too.
Cars.
Where somebody gets a DUI and they crash their car into a ravine, and then they go home and then they suddenly report the car stolen. You see that happen all the time.
That's a common practice, but reporting your gun stolen.
Guns too. Well, hey, I don't know. Your gun must have been stolen.
Yeah. Find out some of those stats and let me know about them.
Well, I don't have them. I'm not the one claiming them. But I think this is a great news, and I think this is further evidence that this president is getting the job done for the Americans.
And it's words that are just wasted words and wasted paper, wasted time. Do something about the border, and we'll talk about gun control and crimes.
What? You think there's a serious question? You think there's a crisis at the border?
Do I think there's a crisis at the border?
Doug, I hope
I
hope you are not trying to say that there's not.
I don't think there is.
Well, good. Go on down there and let me know how it works out. Best place to get fentanyl.
I'm the only one that has lived anywhere near the border. Now, granted, that was 20 years ago, but I will tell you straight up, there only seems to be a crisis during election years when the Republicans bring up the issue.
It's been a crisis. The caravan started, yes, during the Biden thing for the most part.
No,
but
it started in 2018. There's caravan is coming.
That was what Obama had caravans.
Yeah, well, there've been caravans forever, but not like that quantity that we've got today. You know that. Come on, Doug.
No, there is no crisis at the border.
Okay, good.
Doug, you are the most delusional human I think I know. Bottom line.
I'm the most realistic.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I'll tell you what. I've got a friend. I'm going to send you
need
her
a,
address
you need a couch.
and a plane ticket. She lives in Texas, and I'm going to have you go stay at her house, and then you come back and tell me there's not a crisis. Okay?
Okay, I'll
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
I'll absolutely do that.
But the dog
There
can't
is-
go.
there's
You leave the dog
If there
here.
was a crisis at the border, then clearly Donald Trump would have wanted to address this issue, but with a bipartisan bill written by a Republican from Oklahoma. It was a very conservative bill that liberals were upset by, but Trump said, well, no, we don't want to pass that because we want the issue. There is no crisis at the border.
I can't deal with you.
Thinks that is drank the Kool-Aid, and there won't be a crisis next year. There will be a crisis in 2026 when there's a midterm election. It's every other year. If it's an even year, yes,
If there
we
wasn't a
have crisis
crisis,
at the border.
why did Biden appoint his VP as the border czar if there was no crisis?
Yeah, that's just posturing. Because there's half of the people believe there is a crisis, therefore you have to address it. But there's no crisis.
Okay,
All right.
I can't.
Thank you, Doug.
How has immigration affected your life at all? in the
You
last
go to the
month?
grocery store and I'll let you know that. Doug, we got to go. We got a Fox News break. Timmy, I know you're on the line. Hang in there. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. Fox News is now.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Republican leaders controlling the Arizona legislature shut down discussion about appealing an 1864 abortion ban upheld by the state Supreme Court. There are no exceptions unless a woman's life is at risk. Republican Senate candidate Carrie Lake called it a great law when she ran for governor 2 years ago, now telling Fox,
we're going to make sure that the people in Arizona have access, and we'll find out how this all works out in the coming days.
the court put enforcement on hold for 2 weeks. House Republicans meet behind closed doors after 19 Republicans blocked the renewal of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act.
Congressman Bob Good chairs the Republican House Freedom Caucus. It's just a healthy discussion. Some Republicans and Democrats would like to see an amendment that would require law enforcement to get a warrant, but other lawmakers warn that could waste valuable time when trying to address a serious threat.
Fox's Brian Schmelz. The law allows the federal government to conduct foreign surveillance of communications with Americans. Americans listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
All right, we do have a couple of callers here holding, and we're going to take them. First of all, Timmy, what's up, Timmy?
I just had to call back. Now the light has came on in my mind. I know why Doug lives in Wilmington. It's it. So help me God, it's it. Doug, I hope to God you don't ever leave Wilmington, son. I swear I hope. Because you fit, baby. I work down here. You couldn't pay me to live in this home. You really fit. And if you drive like you think, so help me God, don't get on the road till after 7 o'clock at night. Thank you. I'm picking on you, Doug, but yeah, you lost touch. Yeah, like you said, Rayford, go to the grocery store. I just tell you. All right, let me get off. I know you got another caller. Y'all be great.
Did you get a text message?
He did. He already commented.
Yes, I did.
I sent it to him.
Yeah, OMG is all right.
That's what he said. He told me, OMGs. I sent him that picture. Yes.
God almighty, I tell you what, that'll keep the bugs out of the house.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
And Lee put it on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh yeah, can't wait to see that one then.
Have a good one.
All right,
Be
y'all.
safe, Timmy. Bye, see
Bye,
ya.
Tim.
Hey, Bill. Final caller for a little bit. Go ahead.
Hey, Bill.
Yes, yeah,
He got you fired up, didn't he?
I guess just
yeah.
I was
You're
hoping to
speechless.
see more stuff about the border and stuff being done, and I remember that became a big issue back in the '60s, even when the drug stuff had started. And that marijuana with the Spanish name was obviously coming in from Mexico, and then that was a big thing then, but there was no action on it. And then again in the 70s, that was a big thing. Should we build that? And that was a huge unemployment rate here. it would have been a good civil defense project kind of thing to put people to work. But again, they didn't want to do it. And then they had also in the 70s, where the airplanes were getting hijacked to Cuba, they wanted to do another project where they did the canals across Florida right after, and it was like Hurricane Andrew cut two good paths.
That was in 93 or something like that,
Florida.
91, 3.
So that ships wouldn't get hijacked full of oil to get to Cuba, which was a big issue there. They're isolated, how do they get oil, etc. And then and just go from the Gulf and straight over, and then go, instead of going around the Keys and the tip of Florida close to Cuba and possibly getting hijacked, they just go across through the canals in Florida and go up the East Coast and, not have to worry about getting pirated from the Cubans. And then that, I don't know if that ever went all the way through either.
Nope, did not.
If that got started. And
Hey,
then
Bill.
sort of-
Bill, we got a scheduled guest in the studio, so we're going to have to cut the call a little bit short today, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Did they
Bill.
ever finish those
Bill's all
canals?
shook up.
Nope, they did not.
It's like the wall just sort of started and then gone,
All right.
Anyway, that was issues way back then. And
All right.
it's,
Thank you,
still
Bill.
meets a
Bye,
dead end.
Bill.
Have a good one. And I know we got another caller, but we're going to have to put them on hold here for a little bit. So, folks, hold your calls. We do have a scheduled guest in here this morning, Raquel. I like that
Good
name.
morning.
Raquel.
I know.
I remember another Raquel, famous Raquel, too.
Welch.
That's the one.
Yes.
Beautiful woman, too.
Yeah.
It's like
She was one of my favorites growing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raquel Painters from the United Way in the studio. How's things going?
Great to be here. Well, we just moved into our new
Yes,
building.
I saw that.
Yes, we had our grand
It's
opening on
pretty.
Friday. Oh gosh, it's beautiful.
I saw the interior pictures.
Yes,
Nice.
it's really nice. So we moved both of our locations into one, and
Mhm.
obviously there's so much history in that building.
Yes.
I was just fascinated on what I learned about that building when we were moving in,
Mm.
and it's really sad that there's so much history here, but it's not really published a lot,
I know
or
that.
there's no markings or. But for us to be in the first, city hall, police station, and fire department is pretty amazing.
Yes.
hmm
And let's talk about that. Location is
118 Cheney Avenue.
actually, I know I'm the only one in this room that was ever there when it was a police station. But I was about yay tall. I went over there with my dad because one of his employees got a little under the weather, shall we say.
Oh.
He had to go get him out so he could take him to work.
So we could take them to work.
Yeah, and I remember
Nice.
it was pouring rain when we went in there, and I'm like looking around. I'm like, okay, this doesn't look like any of those old jails that I see on TV. But anyway, it
Yeah.
looked kind of cute.
Yeah, but a lot of history there.
Yeah,
It's
lots
just
of history.
surprised that that building was just sitting there for such a long time.
Forgot who else occupied it after that.
Well, I know the volunteer firefighters had it for a very
Right.
long time.
Really?
I remember that.
Cities volunteers.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't know that the Jacksonville Fire Department used to have a lot of volunteers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even when the fire department was formed up as a city
Mhm.
entity. And I remember there near Onslow Drive and Marine Boulevard, there was a water tower there, and it had a big siren on top of it. So that's how they called the volunteers out. They would set the fire alarm off, and the siren would go off and rotate, and all the volunteers would go rushing.
Didn't they have a
That was in the
youth
60s.
club that were volunteers too with the Jacksonville City? The volunteers, there was a youth organization
remember that.
also, I believe.
So, anyway, that's
Yeah.
that's one
That
of
was
the
a long
other
time ago.
histories too.
But a lot of
So-
history, yeah.
So you're in there.
Yep, we're in there, and it is absolutely beautiful. We got the CHEW program on the bottom floor, and then we got a volunteer resources upstairs.
Okay.
Because obviously, you guys know after Hurricane Florence, it
Yes.
was chaotic, and we
Yeah.
had organizations coming from everywhere, and there wasn't a coordinated effort with all the nonprofits and faith-based organizations. So we made sure we implemented that in our design plan.
Nice.
Because you guys know hurricane season's coming.
Oh yeah, 6 weeks.
Yes,
June,
already.
June the 1st.
Yes.
So get your stuff ready.
Yeah.
Make some plans.
Mhm.
And if you're new to the area, go find some people who have been around here who can help you out. And and quell some of your fears. No, we're not going to get hit 48 times with hurricanes this year. We may not get hit any. And if we do get hit, it may be a near brush and it may be a very insignificant storm. So yes, we live in the region. All coastal areas of the United States on the East Coast and the Gulf Coast are in the region. When they say, hey, there's a hurricane coming, where's it going to hit? Well, we don't know. You got 1,000+ miles of places that it can miss. So don't get scared. Just get prepared.
Just get prepared.
Oh, hey, wait a
that's
minute.
right.
There's a slogan. Don't get
I like
scared.
it.
Get prepared.
I'm going to use that
I
on
am
my
too.
post when I talk about hurricane season.
Okay, so I know Choose there.
Yep, Choose there. We are doing fabulous with our Chew program. Right now, we're up to 957 children each weekend.
Really?
Each weekend. And
Do we have enough?
we always need food
Yes.
now more than ever. You know, this past year is probably the year we spent more money on purchasing our food items just because the donations are not coming in like they used to. But it's, you know,
we got to work on that.
Right. Well, now you're helping the Postal Service on the food drive May 11th.
yeah,
so,
yeah. So we organized that for
right.
them.
So you'll be keeping a lot of that
Yeah.
food.
So it just really depends on how many organizations we have signed up. So usually we average about 11 organizations, and then we distribute it evenly amongst everybody. But the Chew program is part of that.
Yes.
Good. And for what kind of stuff? Let's just say we know we're going to put stuff out by the curb or by the mailbox or wherever from the give me that date
The
again.
May 11th.
May 11th. I knew it's close to that. May 11th, we're going to do that. We'll keep reminding people. But are there some things that people can do and designate it for Chew if they want to go visit you?
Yes, definitely. If they have any canned items, we always need protein. You know, canned tuna, canned chicken.
I thought about tuna. That'd be great.
Oh yeah, well it works well with the mac and cheese that we get, so they can make a meal out of that.
Yeah,
So
sure.
we really need those type of foods to pair with the ramen that we get and the mac and cheese that we get. Those are always favorites that people
No
give
glass
out.
items, right?
No glass items, nothing heavy, because you got to think of a kindergartner and have to carry
Sure.
this bag home. So something light, easy.
It'd be nice if they get some of those pickle relish in a can or something, because that's great to mix with tuna fish, that and mayo.
I think they now have
That
them
makes
in
a meal.
packs.
Yeah. Mhm.
Great sandwiches too.
Sandwiches, yeah, and that's always good too. Peanut butter and jelly, you know, it's easy for a child to make, because you really got to look at a lot of these kids are sometimes making their own meals
Sure.
for themselves, so we got to make sure it's simple for them, it's light for them to carry. So just
Yeah.
those type of
And you
items.
can get peanut butter and jelly both in plastic containers, plastic
Yes,
jars. They're not really jars, but they're containers. So
Mhm.
that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. We always need protein items, you know, beans. We're talking, they can make meals with those too.
Sure.
So, yeah.
You know, I think it's Bush and some others, they've got meals that you can, like, what do they call it? Manwich stuff or something like that. You don't have to add anything to it. You can actually make some really cool stuff
Oh,
with some
see,
of
that
their,
would be
with
great.
some of their beans.
Yes, that would be great. Yeah. So just if you see something that is easy to make and you would make it for yourself,
Mhm.
you know,
Beans and Franks.
beans
They're
and
already
Franks.
included.
Yeah, we get a lot of what they call them, beanie weenies.
That's it.
Beanie weenies. We get Vienna sausages there. Yeah, that's I'm like that.
Don't make fun of those. Those are good.
I know.
I've eaten a bunch of them with saltines. Put them on the saltines.
That's my hurricane food.
Yeah, part of the preparation, right? Get a little box ready.
That's one of my weekly dinners. What are you talking about? Hurricane.
Wow. I stock up for hurricane season. As soon as it's over, I eat them the rest of the year.
There you go. So they can just bring it to you.
Yep, they could just drop it right off.
What hours?
All hours. We'll have a container sitting right outside,
really?
so people could put the food in there, because a
hope
lot of
it's
people
locked.
can't get there. Well, we let people open them and put it in there, you know, trust based. To me, I think, you know, if someone needs to go by and grab a can of food, then they obviously needed it.
Okay.
But we do have that. We prefer that they come during working hours though, so that way we ensure we get it, we
Sure.
account for it, they get their receipt that they provided this donation to us. But if they can't make it, we'll have a box for them to put some food in.
I'll encourage you guys. There are some big box stores around here that sell things like 8 or 12 cans per container. It gets it cheaper that way. Just give them the whole container. If you want a couple cans, okay, but give them the rest of them. If you just go into the store, you just need 2 cans of tomatoes, take the others and take them on down there because they'll use them. You probably will let them go bad.
Yes. Well, and that's another thing too, when we do the Stamp Out Hunger through the Postal Service, a lot of people put out their expired items. It's the time for them to clean out their cupboard. But we got to go through that and then, because we can't give children expired food.
Dump your expired items, but if you got a month or more on it, if it's there, you're going to get rid of it anyway.
It quickly,
If you're not going to eat it, then take it down to Chew. They'll have a great place for it.
Yeah,
Because if you let it sit in your pantry much longer, that month is going to go by and then it's going to go bad.
Then it's going to go bad and we can't use it.
All right. So make sure what you do is good and is got a good date on it.
Yeah.
This is the time of year, speaking of hurricanes, these hurricanes are, we have to plan for them just in case. Go through that pantry of yours. My God, just go through that because so many people have the typical, stereotypical pantry that you put the new stuff up front and the old stuff is in the back. No. And then you always pull from the front. No. Don't do that. Go to the back of it and pull all that stuff out first. Look at the expiration dates. And if it's still good, go ahead and take it in. Then go to the store and refurnish your cabinet.
Yes.
Best way to do it. That way you'll be good for another year or more. Don't let the food go bad.
No.
There are people out there who need it. Almost 1,000 kids.
Almost 1,000 kids. Wow. A lot of kids.
How much food does it take? Because you do this for what, weekends and
Ooh.
summertime?
Weekends and in the summertime. Summertime, we don't give it to the school social workers, obviously, because they're not working. But we do partner with the local churches that are providing lunches or breakfast. The Boys and Girls Club, they identify students that will make sure they get bags to each week. So we still do it during the summertime. It's just not at the level during the school year.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good that you're doing what you're doing.
Well, the need is there.
The
It
need is
there.
definitely here. And the cool thing, United Way, the stuff that's donated here, guess where it goes?
Here.
Stays in Onslow County.
Stays in Onslow County.
So if you guys want to do something, United Way, they're on Cheney Avenue, approaching the Court Street downtown. 118, is it?
118
I seem
Cheney
to remember
Avenue.
that address for some reason. Goodness.
Yeah.
118 Cheney Avenue, right downtown. And you've got a big container outside.
Yep.
24 hours a day, take your stuff there. Don't use it as a trash can. Don't use it as a dumping ground. You've got a garbage can at home for that. Go ahead and take it and put it in there.
Yes. Because we also partnered with the state's got this new program. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but it's a Healthy Opportunities pilot program that they're doing.
No, I'm not.
So people or residents who are on Medicaid, for example, and they need additional services, there's funding out there. So there's 5 organizations that got it here in Onslow County. United Way is one of them. So if a caseworker identifies a child with the need or family with need, they reach out to those organizations. So we're providing food boxes to children through the Medicaid system, where the insurance picks up the cost for that. So we've been providing boxes of food out. So this past year, we delivered over 2,000 boxes of food.
Wow.
And these are children who are not in the CHEW program.
Yeah. Amazing.
So but I like it that the social workers and case workers are identifying the needs like that.
Well, that's excellent. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. There are so many organizations. How many total are you helping here? Does United Way adopt?
Yes. Right now we got 12 local nonprofits and 19 programs.
Wow.
Yeah. And our grant application's open now. So we've got, we're doing it a little different this year. So we're actually going to sponsor programs this year, low sponsorship levels that we do at our level. And then obviously we got a group of volunteers that kind of help us dictate who's going to receive the big dollar funding.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, excellent. And folks, if you're trying to call in, just wait. We'll pick you up again about 8:30 this morning. Give us a list or a suggestion of some of the programs that you deal with. We know CHEW.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we got CHEW. Another one that a lot of people aren't aware of is our 211. So 211 is our resource hotline. So if there's somebody in need who's looking for a food pantry, who needs help with their rent, they just dial 211. And this is a national number that United Way owns. So no matter where you're at in the country, you dial 211 and it's going to connect you to resources from where you're calling.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading where they average about 370 plus calls per month.
Per month,
Wow.
yeah. And
Well, that's nationwide.
Yes.
Cool.
yeah. Oh no, this one's
This
just
is
for
local.
Oh, just
this
local.
is local.
Local.
Really?
Mhm.
Right.
And this past year, probably 75% of our calls is housing. People
Yeah.
can't afford
Oh,
the
my.
rent. They can't find a place to live. So we're trying to help that gap so you don't become homeless. But the cost has just risen on our families that are renting, that they can't even afford the rent in the house they lived in, for a while.
Can understand that.
75% of our calls are housing right now. Looking for a place that they could afford or trying to get help from being evicted because they can't make the rent anymore.
I think I've heard of a bunch of the people in this area. Of course, we also lost a lot of affordable housing, as they called it.
Right.
Affordable housing. I don't know, couple thousand houses no longer available. Is that right?
Apartments, yes, okay.
Apartments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. New
Wow.
River.
Between New River and Hollywood.
and
Holly
Holly
Ridge,
Ridge. Mhm. And it's really hard to place that many people at one time.
Well, sure.
Mhm.
And especially when we just don't have that much housing. We had one of our real estate gentlemen in here last week, and he was talking
Mhm.
about it. There's just not that many places available for sale, even
No.
or for rent.
But the other thing is, where I think this population that they serve is underserved is that most of these people, a big number of these people cannot afford to purchase a home.
Right.
They need rental properties. And a lot of these
Affordable
bigger
rental.
groups, they need low income housing. Let's just say what it is. And a lot of these groups are looking to, we want to build, but that's not helping these people.
Mhm.
Building a whole bunch of new neighborhoods
Nope.
isn't helping them at all.
Oh, they're not going to be able to afford that.
They can't afford it. A lot of them don't have the credit to be able to purchase a home. And that's where, like United Way comes in. Where are the groups helping these low income people that need rental housing?
That's
They're
gonna-
never going to be able to purchase.
That's going to have to be a government operation of some sort.
Correct.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how you can
Correct.
get around it. I would like
Yes.
to figure a way to get around it.
Mhm.
But when I say I don't think we need to take their government, the county of Onslow, Jacksonville, or any of the other, and just go out and build them. I think it has to be a community effort. It's going to have to be private and government
Yeah.
signing on to do this.
Mhm. Yeah, it's going to have to be a collaborative effort. to make
Otherwise, it's not
something
gonna
like this.
happen.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah, just not one entity could take something like that
Nope.
on.
No
We
way.
need
No
input
way.
from everybody. But you're right. I mean, there's already a housing shortage, but the houses they're bringing up is
Are not for these
200,000
people.
plus
Yeah.
that they can't afford.
They can't afford this. The housing that they're bringing in now, the realtors are bringing in, they're creating this neighborhood. It's great and wonderful
Mhm.
for military family, but it's not just military that lives here. And I think a lot of people often forget in Onslow County, there are not just military here.
Yep.
And a lot of these low income individuals have nowhere. Now that New River's gone and Holly Ridge, they have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You think our homeless population is a problem now? We've got families currently living in their cars with their children.
And as our
I've got a client in a hotel right now.
as our real estate gentleman said the other day, these folks are, we call it affordable housing or low rent housing.
Mhm.
It's housing the people that are being housed there or need to be housed there are workers. They're
Yeah.
doing a job. They're not making
They're working
$150,000
minimum
a
wage,
year,
correct.
but they are workers
Yeah.
and they don't have a lot of income.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those are the kinds of people that need it.
Correct. That's been my issue. Yes.
And another thing that we're running into too, we'll see it probably 5-10 years from now. They're building all these houses, but there's no infrastructure to go with them.
Oh, yes.
There's
we know
no
about
grocery
that.
stores. The school capacities. I mean, as soon as they build a school, there's a housing development coming right next to that school. So I can imagine, where we're going to be at, 5-10 years from now at the high school level. Once all these elementary children are at the high school level, then what?
Yeah.
That really affects our education and the value of education that our students are going to get. So
Yeah.
there's there's so much that goes with that.
And I think personally, the state board of county commissioners, there's an organization. That organization of 100 counties, they need to get together and have a chat with the commission, especially the school system. You guys are mandating at the state level. They're putting such restrictions on local school districts that the local school districts, they are having to build extra schools because of the maximum number of kids that can be in a classroom. The state's not giving any assistance there, but they're making mandates.
Yeah.
So our county boards, both the school systems, the school boards, and the county commissioners, they all need to get together in the same boat and attack Raleigh.
I agree. And really, I'd like to know how much of that lottery money comes to
You'll never
Onslow
know.
County.
I don't think any of it, but
They're going to get
knows?
some of it, but
Yeah.
I don't know about Onslow County, but I know what happened in the beginning when that education lottery came out. A lot of counties, and I do not know about Onslow, I do know about one other because I was there at the time, they reduced the county budget by the amount of money they were getting from the state education lottery. So they didn't get any more. They got the same amount. Do you smell something stinky here?
Yeah, that money's going somewhere.
Yeah. I think,
So a lot of money done on advertising. Look at the billboards, look at the TV ads. Those ads are not free. The TV stations charge for them. The radio stations charge for them. The newspapers charge for them. The overhead is what somebody needs to do. If there was a news organization that had any brass about them, they could go in there with an auditing company. It had to be a big station, but they could go in there with an auditing company. Let me see all your books. I want to see who is making how much money. Because you can rest assured those guys at the top, they ain't doing it for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I don't need to be editorializing right now. The good thing is we got United Way here in Onslow County.
Taking care of filling gaps in the community, identifying gaps in our community.
Thank you for doing all of that.
Well, you've got an upcoming event.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
talk
about that.
Yeah. So Vine and Dine. Vine and Dine is our signature event we do every spring. This year it's going to be held on Friday, April 26th at the American Legion. We're going to transform the American Legion, make you feel like you're walking into a vineyard full of wine and drinks. And
can I pull my own grapes?
we got some. Oh, I'll get you a vine just for you. But we got some great restaurants, and really what we do for this event is try to focus on those small hidden gems in our community. You guys know we got a lot of
We
chain
do.
restaurants here, a lot
We
of
do.
chain, but we got some great locally owned business restaurant owners here. Fabulous food, Marrakesh, Mediterranean, sake fusion,
Good stuff.
all this special food, but they're going to be showcasing their food there. You get to come through. It costs $50 to get in, and you get to taste all these foods. Right now, we got 15 food vendors. We got some vineyards, breweries, distilleries. Of course, Walton's be there showcasing their drinks. But it's just a great time. Great time to support the community, but really to find these hidden gems in our community.
Walton's Distillery, an Onslow County gem, as you say, and they provide a lot of moonshine, legalized type of moonshine, and they sell it at the local liquor store. There are several places you can get it at some of the places in Onslow County.
Oh yeah, and it's great. They got tastes like apple pie.
Apple
I say
pie
that one
moonshine
because
is
that's
it.
my favorite.
Mine too. My wife likes the caramel.
Oh, caramel's always good.
Caramel's good.
Putting
Mhm.
it over ice cream. That's what Rayford likes.
Mm.
Ooh, yeah. Anything with ice cream's good.
Here's what you do. Get yourself some French vanilla ice cream. Get yourself a little bottle of the apple pie moonshine.
Mhm.
Put it in a plastic bottle. Put it in the freezer long enough to get it slushy. Take that French vanilla ice cream, put it in a dish, and pour that slush over the top of it, and dare anybody to come near you.
Oh, that sounds good.
perfect.
Yes.
There's your recipe.
Yes, I'm going to try it. And they're going to be able to sell their items there.
That's
so
good.
you could, yes. So we're trying to support them. But we also felt like Liliana's Colombian restaurant is coming out.
I was there a couple of years ago, and that was really
It
good.
is so good. So good. A local family owns that one. And we got Booby's Kitchen that's going to be there. And also that Southern Harvest Soul Food.
Mhm.
Have you guys eaten
I
there yet?
haven't eaten there, but I've got to go.
Oh my gosh, delicious.
Oh, good.
Yes. But these are all restaurants that you might not go to. This here gives you an opportunity to try
Sure.
them out beforehand.
Absolutely. That's good. How many
Wine and
restaurants?
Dine is a good event.
It is a great
We
event.
got 15 restaurants.
Ooh, I
Yes.
could eat all night long.
Yes. Well, they got the new one, the Lime and Lemon Fusion Grill that's located at the Hilton Garden.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a new restaurant in our area. Rave reviews about that one. And then Hakata Downtown's a new one.
That's a new one, yeah.
Yeah, fabulous. I go there quite often because it's right around the corner from my work now.
Where you can walk.
Just walk over there. Yeah. So a lot of really great restaurants. Mike Farm's going to come out this year.
Oh, that's new.
So yeah,
Bring the mac and cheese.
mac and cheese. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Well, and the
There
good
go
thing
the kids.
and the good thing about this is they're competing. They're competing for best entree, best
Yes,
dessert, best
we get to
soup.
vote for
You
what
get
is
a
best.
vote. Yes, and then they get bragging rights for a whole year
There you go.
on being the
See?
best.
You should have entered Rayford.
Well, I don't sell the stuff though.
Yeah. Rayford's Kitchen.
No,
Rayford's Kitchen.
they entered me in a contest back in October.
Uh-huh.
Men who cook.
Oh,
He won. It was
did
through
you
Salvation Army.
really? Oh, what'd you make?
Crab bisque. Not lobster
Oh,
bisque, crab bisque.
Crab bisque. Oh my
A
goodness,
little less expensive than lobster, but
that sounds fancy.
it's interesting. They ate a whole lot of it, I can tell you that. So,
Oh
you know.
my.
All right, Raquel, thank you.
Yes, thank you guys for having
Appreciate you coming
me.
in.
I've
Yes.
got all your information out there online.
Oh,
so-
great. Okay. Yeah, tickets are on sale now. And it's limited capacity. We only sell 500 tickets to
Oh,
this
wow.
event. So
Y'all better
get
get off the pot
online.
and get on moving now because that's coming up
Yes.
very short, a couple of weeks.
Yep. So uwonslow.org. They could hop on there and purchase their tickets.
uwonslow.org or run on down to 118 Cheney Avenue.
Yes. Yep.
Walk away with the ticket in your hand.
Yes, that's right.
All right.
But
Raquel.
thank you guys. Always a great discussion.
Same here, Raquel. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
The Marine Weather Forecast is brought to you as a service of Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. Are you looking for quality mental health counseling? Parents, this one's for you. Area law enforcement agencies are teaming up to work on what many of us perceive as a growing serious problem. It's called vaping. It ain't that thing called huffing on some steam. That is a fallacy that your children will tell you. It's a fad, maybe, but there's a lot more than steam involved. If you want the real information on the latest substance misuse, you go down there and talk to the folks at Community Prevention Services. Call them, make an appointment, 910-353-0979. They're located at 918 Henderson Drive. Do what?
0972.
What did I say?
79.
Okay, it's close.
Yeah.
910-353-0972. Remember, Community Prevention Services accepts most insurance plans as well. Gale warning in effect beginning this evening, running through late tonight. Offshore today, winds out of the south 20 to 25 knots, increasing to 20 to 25 this afternoon. Seas 5 to 7 feet, building to 8 to 11 this afternoon. Near shore seas only 4 to 6. Wrong. 6 to 8 in the afternoon. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers rough, becoming very rough later this afternoon. Y'all, if you got a boat, stay inside. Don't go out or wait until maybe Saturday. Southwesterly winds tomorrow, 20 to 25 knots with gusts to 30. Seas 8 to 11 feet, 7 to 9 in the afternoon. Near shore, they'll come down to 6 to 7 in the afternoon tomorrow. Dominant period 9 seconds in the morning. Sounds and rivers rough. Westerly winds on Saturday coming down 15 to 20. Still got gusts kicking up a bit. Seas coming down 4 to 6 feet. They'll continue coming. Sounds will continue to be choppy.
Today, thunderstorms, a high of 72, gusts 32 miles an hour with breezy conditions, otherwise 13 to 22 mile an hour winds. Tonight, more of the same, showers and thunderstorms, low of 59, still gusty and breezy. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, high of 73, it's 1 up a degree now, with gusts as high as 28 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny, high of 72 and still gusty, but then Sunday, it all turns around, sunny, as of now, no breeze, and 79.
Okay, let's take a break. I will tell you, this is the first day of shorts.
Oh, Wayford's wearing his shorts.
I'm
y'all.
wearing shorts today. And so the weather is looking more better. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hey, race fans, New River All-America Speedway, 4744 Richlands Highway, Jacksonville's Action Attraction, presents the National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram 250 with the C-Max Cars Tour this Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m., featuring NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. and the biggest names in short track racing. Get ready for some fun and excitement as the racing season gets underway. Reserve your spot now. General admission tickets $25. Seniors, military, kids 6 to 12, $12 cash at the gate. Kids 5 and under free. Advanced tickets available online at newriverspeedway.com. It's the National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram 250 this Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m. featuring NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. And the only place you're going to see it is at New River All-America Speedway, 4744 Richlands Highway in Jacksonville.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only cover protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home that's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2023 in the flooring covering and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering, they're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-34760.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, how many times? Jail is not a nice place. I'm not the first one to say that. The first person I heard say that was the sheriff of Brunswick County at the time. And TV guys were asking him some questions. One of my team was asking him questions about some of the complaints that we had heard from some of the inmates who were in jail there. Said, you know, the food is awful. We don't have enough exercise. We don't have this. So the sheriff at that time, Ron Hewitt, said, Jail is not nice. He's right. Well, the puke that killed Natalie Holloway in 2005 while she was on a class trip to Aruba found out when he got jumped while serving a lengthy prison sentence. Orhan Vandersloot, the Dutch national who brutally killed the 18-year-old girl from Alabama, got a butt kicking in his remote Peruvian prison. He had boasted to his fellow inmates one time too many of all the numerous conjugal visits he had received from a lot of women. The 36-year-old murderer is locked up in Peru for the 2010 death of Stephanie Flores, the daughter of a Peruvian business magnate, whom he killed in her father's casino 5 years to the day after he killed Natalie Holloway. The motive of the attack is unclear, according to the New York Post. Yeah, right. Which first reported the beating. But two inmates jumped him in prison. It's a common area there they have. Before guards were able to step in and stop him, medics reportedly treated him for cuts and bruises and sent him back to the general population. They don't like him either. Vandersloot's lawyer calls the story fake news, saying his murdering client is doing just fine. Yeah, a national prison spokesperson earlier told the Post, a lot of people there want him dead. No kidding. A former inmate who did time with Vandersloot during his brief detention in Alabama last year told the paper that the killer, who stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, is an arrogant douchebag. He walks around jail like he's the boss, demands what he wants, treats other guys like crap. I cleaned it up. He made a lot of enemies because he's such an a-hole, this former inmate said. Being in prison is not the place to treat fellow inmates badly. Let me explain that to you. You're definitely outnumbered, and lots of accidents and other bad things happen. Best to be quiet, keep to yourself, treat the guards with respect, and don't make eye contact with other inmates. Bad thing to be doing, and don't become a pompous jerk.
Absolutely.
They outnumber you. I don't care if you're 6 feet 5 inches tall. They will take you down.
There's so much I could add to that, but I will refrain.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of these specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store. Down home, down the street, where good things cost less. Main Street in Maysville. Prime fresh bone-in quarter-sliced pork loin, $1.59 a pound. Family pack center cut bone-in thick pork chops, $2.59 a pound. Half cut boneless ribeye loin, $9.99 a pound. Whole sirloin tips, $3.99 a pound. Whole pork tenderloin, $2.59 a pound. Springer Mountain Farms split fryer breast, just $2.99 a pound. Boneless ribeye steaks, $10.99 a pound. Over to produce. Delicious North Carolina grown red ripe strawberries, 1 pound package, $2.99. Sweet extra large cantaloupes, $2.99 each. Western delicious apples, 99 cents a pound. 1 pint Georgia fresh blueberries, $3.99. Fresh yellow or bicolor corn, $3.99 a package. Crisp broccoli crowns, $1.79 a pound. And 3 12-pack 12-ounce cans of Pepsi products, $14. And make sure you ask about Pig Perks and join the Pig Rewards program today. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, down home, down the street, where good things cost less. Main Street, downtown Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor Service Agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, y'all. We're back. And by the way, if some of you businesses out there, small businesses, if you want to advertise on this show, we get a lot of hits on here. We on our Facebook pages and stuff, and we know how many people are listening. Not specific numbers, but we know that they are listening. And most of them live right here in the Onslow County or surrounding area because they come from other places to shop in Onslow County. Jones County, for instance, they come down here to shop. They go to New Bern to come here. Many of them come here. We know the Chamber of Commerce has done surveys about that. We service Onslow and surrounding counties. We are the only live talk show in this town. We're it. The only exception is on this station on Fridays, we have live sports talk.
Yes, we do.
With Chris Rayner and company.
Yeah.
And guess what time it is right now? It's called
Miller
Miller
time.
time. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing good this morning. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. What's going on?
Rayford was in morning.
Good morning. It's been a great show as always. I appreciate y'all letting me call in again this morning.
Oh, our pleasure.
We spoke last week about the Jacksonville Onslow Sports Hall of Fame, and just wanted to give Scott and Marisa the shout out of the hard work that they've done to put this thing together. And it's just right around the corner on Tuesday evening. The Hall of Fame ceremony is going to be there at Sturgeon City. So I think tomorrow is the last day for people interested in getting tickets and coming and attending the great event. So if you still want to come, there's still a little bit of time left.
Yes. Get on down there. Get your tickets. You can get them online too, I think, right? JOSC.
There's plenty of information on the Sports Commission's website, social media. That it's pretty easy to find. So but I'm sure if anybody has any issues, I'm sure the folks at the Sports Commission would love to hear. Wouldn't mind helping out over the phone.
Sure, they'll take care of you. They'll get you going. No problem with that. Got some local guys. The team from 1978, 79 team.
White Oak High School baseball team.
Yeah, champions, right?
Yeah,
and they're being recognized.
Yep, it's the 1978 and 1979 undefeated state championship White Oak Viking baseball team.
Amazing.
Will be inducted. You can't have one without the other. That's just even though both teams kind of had some different players here and there throughout the years, but you can't have one without the other.
Right.
The 78 team went 23-0, won the first state championship, and then the 79 team went 22-0, and so these teams were a part of a program that ended up winning 52 straight games over the course of 3 seasons. And it's a record that still stands now in the state of North Carolina. So nobody's really even come close to breaking it.
Well, it's appropriate now to take care of business.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Great.
So, they're happy that they're getting their recognition. I mean, these baseball teams mean a lot to to those communities, the White Oak community, and especially Belgrade and the Maysville area, because that's where a lot of those ball players came from. And so it means a lot. People still talk about those teams 40-some years afterwards. So it's great that those gentlemen are going to be recognized. And, but it's a pretty big class with former Northside basketball coach Tony Marshburn, who won a state championship about 7-8 years ago. Retired Dixon baseball coach Jack Brown, who did some wonderful things, some great things here in Oswego County. Stephanie Rose, a white soccer player who won 4 state championships, 4 consecutive state soccer championships. That's unheard of. And then Amanda Duffy, who graduated from Dixon High School and was just a great 3-sport athlete. First women's soccer player in the history of ECU to be inducted into the East Carolina University Sports Hall of Fame. So that just goes to show you what type of athlete and player she was. So it's a pretty strong class this year.
Amazing. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool stuff, Chris. And I assume you're going to be there.
Oh, yes, I'll be there. And then I'll probably get there around 5 for the not for the cocktail hour, but for the maybe go in to get just to maybe get some photos of and I'm sure I'll see a lot of people there. It's always a great event, and we'll continue publishing the features on the inductees here in the days ahead.
Sounds great.
Great. Yes.
Chris, thank you. Look forward to it.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. We'll chat with you next week. Let's go ahead and take our break here. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. When we come back, I'm going to probably make you a little bit mad again, some of you.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Eastville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowner insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, cycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Chino Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Chino Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
We got one of our friends on the line here. His name is Theo. Good morning, Theo. How are you doing?
Deplorables. Before you get me angry, I'm going to get you angry.
No, I got to get you invited to something first.
Go ahead.
You got anything going either Saturday or Sunday? Are you open?
Why?
Well, you and Doug, you need to get together down there in Wilmington.
Yeah.
Yep, you get together. Y'all could go to the Wilmington Gun and Knife Show.
Nice try. But look, talking about jails, a couple of people don't like jail. Is Weisselberg, his financial officer, and Pierre Navarro. They're both in jail. He went last week, and Weisselberg went in this week.
That's
They're
good.
not going to like jail.
Good.
That's going to make about 1,300 people I went to jail for this man. How's he going to win the presidency when there's 1,300 votes jail? They can't vote from there.
Yes, they can.
How?
Oh, somehow or another, they've been doing it.
Yeah.
Unless they're convicted felons.
All right. So you forgot to mention the Biden student forgiveness.
Well, there's so much I have forgotten to mention that I haven't even been able to get to today. You want to tell us about it very quickly?
Yeah, he's going to pay some college loans off.
Good. Where's he going to get the money?
Guy, huh?
Where's he getting the money?
Where's he getting the money?
That's my question. Yeah.
From Brinks. You know who Brinks is?
Yeah, they got this big armored car stuff. But where's Brinks getting the money?
From them. All the Republicans are getting student loan forgiveness. Some of them were paying for 20, 25 years. Don't forget to vote Democrat coming up this election, because you ain't going to get it from the Republicans. All right? Only the Democrats think about people.
Did they ever? Well, where again are the Democrats getting this money? Where's Mr. Biden getting this money to pay off all these obligated to pay off? Huh? Where did they have profited? Hold on, I do, because he's getting it for me. They have profited.
Your money doesn't go that far. All right?
They have profited.
Listen,
all these people who, hold on, Theo. All these people who went to college under these student loans, right? They have profited. They have profited big time. They got lawyers. They got Indian chiefs. They got whoever. They've profited a lot of money during this time, right? Because of this money, these educations that they got off of our backs.
How come they're still paying after 20 years?
Because most of them did not pay in the beginning.
Listen to me. How much money do you think a 17 or an 18-year-old kid has when they're going into college? When you're giving them, they got to go to college and you put a mortgage on their head, huh?
Yeah.
How much? How much
and then when they get out of college, they get jobs that are making.
Nice try. You're always worried about the money.
Whatever.
Always about the money with the Republicans.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
What else you got new?
Listen, on the vaping.
Yes.
We were watching all these vape stores open up here. In every corner, you almost have a vaping store.
Yep.
And after we went into all these vaping stores, they were number 2 in the nation for teen vapor. Now all of a sudden, you're going to do something about it, huh?
No, they found out that there's some illegal activity that are going on in some of those stores.
Illegal activity going on.
Not everything, not all vaping is illegal. You got to understand that.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck with that, all right?
Yep. They're working it.
All right. Now try and make me angry. Go ahead.
I just did. I invite you to the Wilmington Gun and Knife Show. You and Doug together. Go hand in hand.
I'll go with you.
Keep passing guns out. You know how many mass murders again this weekend? Keep killing Americans. Go ahead.
How many people died of
fentanyl? You don't have to worry about the immigrants.
How many?
Got a problem right in here.
How many Americans died of fentanyl overdoses this weekend?
Who told them to take it? Did I tell them to take it? Just like you said, the guns, right?
Uh-huh.
The guns don't kill, people kill.
They
I
do.
don't tell anybody
That's
to
correct.
go take fentanyl every morning or when they get up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So what you're saying, Theo, is they deserve it. Is that right?
No, I didn't say they deserve it. I did not say that. Okay? I don't tell anybody to go start in the morning when you're in America, born in America, and you start taking pills and you vape and you do all that kind of stuff. That's your own decision. Okay?
Okay, Doug. Okay,
All
Theo.
All right. Bye.
Got one last caller here. Hopefully, we've still got him on the line.
Chris Marks.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
I just wanted to
Help,
say hi
Chris.
to you and mention this. Inflation is up, gas prices are up, food prices are up. I'm sorry, so it's Biden's time. I'll let you finish, Rickford and Lee.
Whoops.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank
I
you,
do
Chris.
want to make one announcement.
Yes, about the dog.
About the dog, Nala.
Our missing
Nala,
dog.
that went missing last weekend when she was on a leash and was with her mama being walked, and the mama got hit by a car, which she's okay, but the dog took off. So there's going to be an organized search tomorrow morning, if you'd like to
This
be
Friday
a part
morning?
of it. Tomorrow morning,
Friday morning.
8:30 a.m., back behind Jacksonville Commons Recreation Center at the basketball court.
Go to our Facebook page, scroll down, and look
Yes.
for this doggy. Got the picture
Yes.
of it there. It's a very distinctive pit bull, very friendly, just
Beautiful.
as sweet as
Brown
she can
and
be.
white.
She, right?
Yes, she.
That she can be. She doesn't fit
Nala.
that nasty pit
Uh-huh.
bull profile that so many people like to pick on.
Right.
They're not born nasty. They are been
I
made
know
nasty.
many
So,
of a person that has one, and they're just as sweet as can
yeah,
be.
I want to.
But yeah, organized search tomorrow morning at 8:30. If you'd like to be a part of it, I'll put the information on our Facebook.
What I would
later
like to
today.
see is somebody, and I know of one who's not far, who lives in that neck of the woods. He's just been licensed as a commercial drone operator. He's got some very sophisticated equipment. That would be very cool.
He lives right there on
to be
Commons.
searching that
Yes.
whole area, that Commons area.
Yes,
Aerial search can
Yes.
get you a long ways. So
agreed.
anyway, just a thought process.
But I hope they find that
I
baby.
hope they find it
I
fine, and
just
we don't need that dog sold into slavery.
stop.
Okay.
Let's be positive now.
Okay, coming up tomorrow, it's Friday.
Thank goodness.
Who do we have?
Oh, we have Joe McLaughlin that's coming in.
Yeah, we
His
do. 7:30?
financial month something.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Yes, yes. And he's the expert.
He is.
And he's going to come in and tell us how to
he's-
save some money, put some money away, because inflation's not going away.
Nope. Thank you, Mr. Biden. Well, I understand that we'll ask him tomorrow, but I understand there's a likelihood that the Federal Reserve is going to drop the interest rates 1, 2, or 3
Yes,
times this year, just
heard
in
that.
time.
Just in time for elections.
November.
That's right. That's the way it works.
I'm not
Gas will-
suspicious. Realistic.
Everything will drop.
Okay, stay tuned now for Fox News break coming up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock this morning. We're going to have another dose of the Daily D's with Rick Dees. And at 3 o'clock this afternoon, he's going to hit one out of the ballpark, and he's going to hope that, Chris, Hollywood Man, will latch onto it and start spinning some more tunes. Meanwhile, we'll see you in the morning. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSMA. Have a great rest of your day. Dodge the raindrops.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.